Welcome to Cameron Indoor Stadium, and the Crazies are ready. Here, John Shire leads the hottest team in the ACC, number 11 Duke. They look for revenge from the signature win of Damon Stoudemire's first season at Georgia Tech. They're the last team that has beat the Blue Devils this season. 1-3 in the ACC, and the last 3 losses all in ACC action. Bai Dango is the stud freshman who's been leading the way for Georgia Tech.
Did Tyrese Proctor coming in, and when he gets his feet up under him in this building, he's shooting over 40% from 3. Got to find him and get to him early.
Call it a long 2, and Nate George answers with a 3.
Proctor going here, and George is not known for his three-point shoot.
They're up 25 at halftime. Knocked down 9 threes in the first half. John Shire loved the defense as well. Filipowski plus a foul, and that's 2 on Dango just over 2 minutes in.
Inches inside, it just turns. See right there, Dango grabs him around the waist, and it's not the way you often tell bigs. You got to protect your early fouls. And
Filipowski backs down, 1-on-1. Filipowski, the drop step and the finish.
You want your double teams to be really aggressive and not throw a straight line pass, skip. It's not bad defense, just a better pass.
Proctor working with Filipowski in the pick and roll, and 2 more for Kyle Filipowski, up to 7.
Filipowski knows there's not much resistance he's going to get on the inside.
Risky pass. Roach nearly picked it. George moves it. Gapari hoists it and hits.
He says, you know what he thinks their style of play does. They're going to keep everything in front. They'll give that to Filipowski. They don't want him on the inside.
He's got a 3. Inside and outside, and he's got the last 10 for the Blue Devils. Filipowski.
Quite fine there. Great knockdown.
Shot clock is at 10 for the veteran 5th-year senior guard Kyle Sturdivant off the bench. Moves it for Reeves. Reeves attacks. Oh! On his head.
Whoa. Julia does not care at all. Sit down, Ryan Young. Wow.
Calls for the post up. Moves it for Roach. Strokes it. Boy, Filipowski's locked in.
He is. He's just there, hanging around the three-point line, knocking down a 3 from the corner pocket. Duke up 6 early.
Leads at 8 for Duke. TJ Powers in the game as well, the freshman from Massachusetts. Proctor off the glass.
Was getting some consideration for preseason All-American and hasn't been quite as consistent as you'd like. And
good handoff there, Sturdivant to Dango, and he's got 6.
Uses the pick and roll more than Georgia Tech. Just getting in the paint, and Filipowski steps up. That'll be easy. Rasheed's still in great shape. He looks like he can go out there and give you a bucket or 2.
Bonzi was getting up shots at shoot-around today. Stroke looked pretty good. Roach is blocked.
They're probably showing you why he's in a lineup there. His ability to guard on the perimeter there. He gives up the middle drive and chases it down and puts that on the glass. Telling Roach to get that out of here.
George, Kelly, Coleman, Dewana, and Reeves, the 5 for Damon Stoudemire. Kelly a step back. His second 3.
Folks, Yellow Jackets hot, run a pick and roll. This time gets his balance. Miles Kelly knocks down a 3. His aggressiveness alone elevates the play of the Yellow Jackets.
McCain off the screen. Sticks it.
And it helps that your coach is a great point guard.
Gapari, another block on Filipowski, and the lob!
Just great weak side block by Gapari. Just gets out the block, gets down, chases it down, and runs up and catches the lob. Yellow Jackets in control here.
Jackets by 6. Dango sets the screen for Kelly, another pocket pass, and Dango scores again.
What do you switch? Then you got Dango on you got Filipowski on the guard.
Filipowski steps out, hits his second 3. He's got 19.
Don't try to force feed Filipowski. Just go out and play.
There's a block for Blake's on Kelly. Duke runs. Roach the catch. And the finish and a foul.
Cameron Crazies. No one turned defense into offense as quick as Duke does. Great job of rebounding there, finding the loose ball, kicking it up to Roach.
Sets the screen for Sturdivant. Filipowski the pick. Filipowski, Euro to the cup.
playing with a ton of confidence.
They had 14 in the first meeting, knocked down 4 threes. Filipowski wide open. Hits! They sag off a cloud, so he goes handoff with Kelly in the corner. Blake's dogging the top scorer for Georgia Tech. Kelly, tough floater. Turned over on the inbounds by Kelly. Roach lays it in. Tyrese Proctor had scored just 3 points total his last 2 games. Claude, met at the rim by Filipowski.
And he's such a really good facilitator. Those shots from 3 and mid-range will be there for him anytime he wants.
Filipowski answers.
Like, nah.
Proctor, right out of the timeout, ties it. Baseline out of bounds, it was just right to him. Filipowski wants it. Drives on Reeves, kicks for Proctor. He's got another! With a fall away that rolls off. Tech with numbers. George feeling it. Knocks it down! How about the freshman Nate George? To go. Nate George knocking down a 3. He's matched us. Roach sits. He was on the court for 59 seconds after returning. Filipowski got his own miss. Had it blocked, but a tip is down for Filipowski.
Just there, kind of jumped into him, and he goes down, and Flip gets hit there by Wasey coming down on this rebound here. Him swiping with that left elbow there, catches Filipowski across the face. Critical turnovers during the season, and let's see if we can get this middle ball screen going and read the weak side with this lineup. And they got shooters in the corners now.
Young in the drop coverage. George gets it to go, and a foul. Proctor initiates with Jeremy Roach, the captain, still sidelined. Filipowski for Young underneath. 15 seconds to go. George for Dongo. The finish with 10.3 left. Down to a 4-point game and a timeout, the final one for Damon Stoudemire and Georgia Tech. Ahead to Reeves at the horn, and that does it. Duke survives Georgia Tech at Cameron, and the winning streak is now 8 for the Blue Devils.